Hi guys, so part 2 of the striking tools that I really like employing in a fight. Hey guys, Guro Gani here of Rapido Realismo Kali and Pagiran Training Group. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you will be notified whenever we uploaded new videos. As much as possible, I'll try to upload every week of our training, tutorials, tips, and interviews, and hopefully gear to review. So again, please support me in this platform. Okay, so let's go to the video for today. Next tools that I really love employing, especially I'm more into close quarter, especially when it comes to fighting on the street or fighting in a real fight. I'm more into elbows and more into close range tactics. So because based on my experience, most of the fight always into a close range than into a long range, which is a face-to-face fighting. But in most of the fight that I've been with, it always starts mostly with blasphemy or any threatening or brandishing. Then it's mostly closer to you. So for example, most of the time when I'm in a fight, most of the people that I'm arguing with, it always starts with the arguing range, which is like this. An arm's length that they can punch you, sometimes they're gonna push you, or sometimes they're gonna talk to you in your face. So this is mostly what happens in the street. It doesn't mean just on the street, but in real fight. Okay. So, but I never says that long range fighting that doesn't happen, but most of the time it happens here. Okay. So one of the things that I really love, beside punching with my jab and cross, is employing an elbow, especially when I'm in this range where I can control him, or I'm into range that I'm controlling him. I'm gonna use my elbows. So it's a fight finisher. So elbows is a fight finisher, and it's closer to your body, so it's more powerful than a punch, and most of the time less injury to you. Okay, so some of my favorite strike for elbows is this horizontal strike. So coming from a Yaoyan background and coming from a training into Muay Thai or kickboxing stuff, so definitely this is some of the best tools that I can employ. And most of the time when you're into MMA, so definitely elbowing was one of the most destructive tools that you have. Okay guys, so where can you find angles? So mostly in Philippine martial arts, find all the striking angles of the stick, and they employ it in their empty hand maneuver. So for example, this one, most of the thing that we're into standard striking is mostly the asterisk, which is the X and the plus system. Okay, so for example, this is the angle number 1, which I can use this. Okay, so angle number 1, and this is my elbow number 1. So this is the usual angle number 4 in RRK. You can employ it with another elbows, or if you're in close quarter, you can use this. Okay, so this is horizontal angles, which is this one, where I usually mostly like employing or using is horizontal elbows. So because most of the time when you use this protected my head as well. But just in case this miss, and I have this or I have this. Okay, so most of the time this one is salok is this. This one is just in case I'm upward. Okay, so let me translate it so it will be easier for you to see when I have a partner. Now, for example, these angles can be this. So number 2 angles of RRK, which is upward diagonal upward or backhand strike, which is aldabis. Okay, aldabis salok can be when I'm here. It's here. Okay, so when you're standing, it can be here. because you don't want to employ it like this. This will expose your body, okay? Number 3, angles, which is usually with a stick, you're employing it on the lower part, but when you're employing it with the elbows, this is the angles. Okay, then angle number 4 can be this, or on the next, your other elbows. Okay, then this one, which is angle number 5, which is a thrusting elbow. Okay, so most of the time you use this, then horizontal, then this, then upward, which is can be the saksak on number 5 as well, or the thrust, then downward. Okay, so those are the most common angles of elbow. So how you train it? First, let me start with how you train it alone. So for example, you need to train it on the air. Mostly I'll start with these angles, then upward, then horizontal, then upward and downward, straight or vertical line. So diagonal, then up, diagonal, up, horizontal, up, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But you need to start first with one strike. One strike, one strike. One strike horizontal, one strike horizontal. One strike upward, one strike upward. Then use an angles which is returning strike, which is 1 and 2, 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 and upward, 2, 3. So you train it alone, shadow box it, using defensive to do it, okay? Next is when you do that, do it also alone with a mitt. For example, I can use this, but in here, I'm talking to somebody, then small snap, then horizontal, then downward. So from here, try to imitate what's happening in real life. Just don't do this. So mostly when you strike, you're stepping forward. So you step forward. Okay, from here, horizontal. From here, hold his head downward. From here, you block, then upward. From here, horizontal, downward. Okay, then change it with your other arms. Up, 1, 2, horizontal, 3, downward, upward, horizontal, then downward. So imitate holding his head, not little. So whenever you train, like I said, train it, then have a partner, have a punching bag that you train first on the air. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then try to do 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. The returning things. 3, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, upward, 2, upward, 2. Okay, then imitate it alone. For example, this is a punching bag. 1, 2, hold it, 1, black, 1, black, 2, hold, 1, it's up to you. Okay, so that's how you train elbows. Elbows is, for me, is one of the most destructive things, or one of the most powerful tools in Filipino martial arts arsenal, because it's closer to your body. So, and it's one of my most weapon. For example, now, sorry, it's really hot now in the Philippines. So, for example, somebody is punching you, barrage, then here. So that's the technique. Go. For example, one here. So that's a strike. So that for example, you are surprised and caught off guard. Try to guard yourself. Protect your head, then push forward to strike him. So in case, one, two, slow down, 1, 3. Enter in the range and attack the body. In case you miss it, don't worry about it because you have this or you have this. This thing is power. So I called it, this one's a sweep, an elbow sweep. So one up, sweep. Then from here, I cannot using this. Okay, so how you train it? Mostly when with a partner, I want you to train it like this. So from here, always train it here. Train it first with single strike, but most of the time what I like when I have a partner is here. So I don't want to miss anything. So when I strike, I'll make sure that only 2, 3, 4. Then if I do it like this, I'm striking downward, I want something here. Okay, then upward can be here, here. Then train it with left and right. Okay, so elbow strike. So hit 1, 2. Elbow strike, like I said, is one of the most destructive and most powerful tools you can apply in street fight. If you are caught off guard, strike to the way. 1, 2, 3, then off guard, then 1. Well, elbows is one of the most destructive tools and powerful tools, like I said. So, for example, in a fight, they caught you off guard. So what we're gonna do is, when you're talking to him, when you strike, you block. Then the moment you see something, hit it. Then forward. So hit forward. Okay? So people who says that will never be effective. Possible because you don't train it. Possible because it's not one of your strongest thing that you train. But I'm telling you, when I'm here, I'm mostly I train myself. But when I'm here, and just in case he caught me off guard, I'm gonna hit him with my fist and hit him with the elbow. And just in case this miss, this thing, I've trained it to seek a target, to seek an opening or create an opening or seek for a target. Look for it and it will cause damage. For example, I'm here, I've seen his body, so I'm gonna hit it. I've seen this, I'm gonna hit it. Then employ another one with this, here. So that's how you train it. For example, here's him trying to grab you. 1, 2. I'm here, no? 2. So this is attacking position. It's because I'm afraid. But this one is protecting me. Then this will try to employ it. Then also so employ it. Because this will find example 1. I'm here protecting myself. I don't care if I look good or I look very ugly with this position, but what I say is it's 1, this one protecting me, and this one will seek opening of the closest target that I can have. If this thing is, I miss it, it just in case it's here, I'm just gonna cover it, move forward, because this will hit them. I don't believe in a pretty or good looking technique. What I do is it causes damage. What I want is that. So for example, if I'm here, I'm striking him, just by using this, I can use these back elbows then opening. So this is one of Master Henry's favorite one. From here, he will attack you with this one, with the back of the elbows to create an opening. Then you start with this. Again, for example, 1, 2, 3, or 1, I can snap it, elbow his tricep, then elbow it forward. This will create an opening in the head. Okay, so but that's some of the cool thing that you can do with the elbows. For example, so this is our mostly drills to seek opening. 1, so creating reflex through drills of the hand. Then from here, I'm gonna create an opening. So the moment it's here, I'm gonna snap it. Then here. Okay, so try to find these elbows. It's not powerful yet in this range, but in case you're there, you can create an opening to launch the most destructive thing, which is your another elbows, a hammer, or anything. Okay, so that's why I love elbows. Elbows can protect your head from a punch. Okay, and elbows can destroy things that are there. Okay, remember, any angles is considered a strike in Filipino martial arts. Any angles, 2 and 3 is the most common. But if you do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, then snap it, grind it. Okay, snap and grind. Okay, so again, not elbows, 1 downward, horizontal, backward, diagonal, backward, diagonal upward, downward, diagonal, sweep, and a snap, then a push. Okay, so that's some of the elbows that I really wanted to apply. Like I said, I wanted to apply these elbows when I'm here in this range where I can find this target, this, and shoot it here or shoot it there. So as long as it's close, I can really initiate a strike or just block and swipe it. Swipe is one of my favorite. Or from here. So if you remember this one, I can swipe it from here, one, or employ it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, so that's for today, guys. So this is a 6-part video because I have 6 favorite tools that I want to apply, or mostly I really like to apply, and I train it a lot, especially in the close quarter fight, preparing it for real fight, not for sparring or not for any tournament type. So this is one of the most basic but yet destructive tools. Okay, so if you want to learn things from us, we have an online course tackling level 1 to level 4, and hopefully soon more levels of RRK or Rapido Realismo Kali. Then I'll be shooting some of the stuff that I really love, which is courses that I designed, which is the Tagas-Talim and the Palad Baston and Pamuok, which is the close quarter tools that I really love. This is a short program for Rapido Realismo Kali, mostly Rapido Realismo Kali instructor, but soon I'll be shooting it and releasing it to other non-RRK instructor. Okay, so thank you. See you in the next one. Okay, so by the way, I wanted to shout out to one of my friends, Edgar Dulesin. They have a video. They have a channel called Kamote Bros or Kamote Bro. So please try to check it out. I will try to link it below so you can check them out. So Edgar is one of my friends. So please try to help them grow in this platform. Okay, thank you.